and the favorite is still in the lead. But watch out, number 7 is closing in on the outside.
Welcome back to the channel. If you are watching this, you already know the unnotched thrill of a Saturday afternoon. Watching the V85 harness races, hoping that your system is the one next to code, you know the dream. Finding that one massive upset, watching the heavy favorite break stride, and seeing the payout multiple bear skyrocket. But let us be completely honest with ourselves. How much time do you actually spend every single week trying to build that perfect coupon? You check the latest shoe information, sulky changes, and driver statistics. You try to figure out if that horse in race 4 was just genuinely out of form. And after all that manual labor, all that second, and all that emotional investment, you are still bound by. We get attached to certain horses. We get swayed by the public betting percentages. And more often than not, we build in fishing systems that cost too much for the realistic chance they have of winning. What if I told you that the era of manual, emotionally driven betting is over? This is the first fully automated end-to-end of intelligence assist that acts as your personal professional harness racing expert. A Univita builds a mathematically optimal system, and a V85 coupons directly lift a finger. Let us dive deep into exactly how this works, cause the technology been talking about the cleverly missing, and a V85 coupon on ATGs without you having lift a finger. Let us activate the skill and instantly go we're gathering data for the upcoming V85 races. It does not just look at the odds, it reads through the comments, nuance tipster comments from the biggest racing and tactical scenarios. But where the AI truly separates itself from the average punter is in its ability to find the scrella hidden upsets that the general public completely misses. You tend to flock the heavy favorites because it feels safe. The AI does not have feelings. It looks purely at the math, you and the raw potential. Cross-runs a horse in from with track conditions and driver upgrades. At that inflag of a statistically significant chance of crossing the finish line first. Knows when a favorite is overbet and vulnerable, knows exactly which dark horse to lock in when everyone else is looking the other way. Now, finding good horses is only half the battle. The second half of system constructs is where most bettors bleed money. You might find a great scroll, but if you stakes too thin across to the coupon, your system become incredibly expensive. This AI acts like a mathematical ticket. It's not just throw every horse onto a massive expense slip. Instead, it automizes. It calculates the exact right balance between safe mathematic anchors, thus the high value upset. It structures the ticket to give you the absolute win probability for lowest possible input. Total seamless automation. In the past, even if you used software to help you analyze a race, you started to take that data, log into ATGs, manually click every single horse, check your rows, admit the ticket. It was tedious, and you were short on time before the race. Stress, but AI Boy's skill completely eliminates the step. Once the AI has finalized its deep analysis, selects the best horses, selects them to the optimal cost, it takes over the execution, communicates directly with the ATG platform, plays the optimal stakes and registers the fully automated quarterly coupon submission. Imagine what it means for your weekend. So optimize the bet, coordinate coupon submission. You no longer have to spend your Friday nights or Saturday morning stressing over startings and tips to podcasts. You do not have to panic 5 minutes before the first start because you are trying to manually enter your system into the website. You can literally tell your Claude Cowork assistant to place your V85 bet while you are out having your family. Just the AI logs the data, hunts down the screll, and get all the excitement watches and cheering for those massive payouts. But you skip all the homework and manual data entry. The landscape of harness racing is changing. People who adapt these AI tools will be the ones consistently finding value while everyone else continues to burn their money on overbet favorites and badly structured coupons.
Claude Cowork is now using the V85 AI Boy skill to select the horses in each and every race, completely automatically. is from the training run. I had problems with getting the AI to select 30% reduced bet and also click the save button. This is what makes the value for you buying the skill. All these problems have been solved and the skill is trained to handle the GUI on ATG.se so that it runs smoothly without problems for you when you use it. Skills like these require a number of iterations to train it to handle a website correctly. If you would tell Claude to run this without this skill, you would need to reinvent the wheel all over again, spending hours to get it to do what it needs to do. It's better to let someone like me that makes a lot of skills train a program like this rather than doing it yourself, because it is much more efficient for someone like me to develop a skill like this. When you have the skill, you can easily adapt it to your own playstyle. Maybe you want more safe baits and always select a specific driver in the trotting race if that driver is driving a horse in the race. That way, you can customize the settings so that they consistently do what you want. At the moment, I'm training the function to click the place bet button at the bottom right. You can set the function so that it never places a bet on its own if you want to check everything before making the bet. You now have a coupon that's been optimized by the smartest AI brain around, and these AI brains are only going to get smarter and smarter over time. So what you're seeing now is the worst Claude plus this V85 skill will ever be. Good luck.